Good morning. I feel like I never really left this office, but I have. And just a second ago before I turned the camera on, it looked like whiteout blizzard conditions, but it's not snowing. It's just windy and all the stuff is falling off of the trees. And yeah, it was actually very pretty, but you know how that goes. I'm ready for spring. I'm ready to see stuff growing out of the ground. So, yeah, it wasn't too much. I think we got 4 or 5 inches of snow. But, you know, cumulatively on top of what has already fallen. And, yeah, there's a lot of snow. Well, there's definitely parts of the country that have significantly more snow. And we had more snow a couple of years ago in one snowfall, when the fascia board was ripped off our roof. So hopefully it gets a little warmer, stuff starts to melt, and the snow comes off the roof. So it looks like it's snowing, but it's not really snowing. It's just snow being relocated. So I'm gonna go make myself some tea and maybe a toasted bagel. I just made myself tea, and today it is the London Fruit and Herb Company. It's green tea with raspberry. It's one of the, regular 0.07 ounce. So it contains 35% green tea, hibiscus, blackberry leaves, apple, raspberry juice, raspberry, citric acids, and flavorings. And there's the website, premierfoodscompany.co.uk. And I have them in different, it says to steep 5 minutes, 100 degrees Celsius. Serve it hot or chilled over ice. I have mine in my cup, in my to-go cup. And it is at 194 degrees because that's what my temperature setting is. I should check to see whether that's 100 degrees or near 100 degrees Celsius. So I'll do the math in a second. I'll put that on the screen. The reason I know that my water is 194 degrees because I get it from my water cooler. I don't have a tea maker where you can select your temperatures. If I don't get the water from the water cooler, I have also used my Keurig, which I can also find out what temperature that's at. So I'll put all that on the screen right here. And look, my desk is still clean. I actually have to, hopefully the printer comes today so I can get that all resolved, and that I think will be the last of it other than the few files that were missing on my replacement computer. So I'm going to enjoy my tea and continue working.
So that's it. You can come up and you can have it there. What does it take to raise a poultry pot? Takes a lot of things, doesn't it? Anybody?
Polly made meatballs. It's not quite the same as mine, but when a man can cook, a man can cook. So I'm going to put those away. We'll have them tomorrow. So we just came back from the backyard poultry seminar. There was a lot of things on what to make with your eggs. I really want to find one of those chickens that lay the chocolate dark brown eggs. But the professor that was speaking, and I'll show you his name in a minute, said that at a recent poultry show that he went to where he had a speaking engagement, there was someone who was selling not a dozen, a 6-pack, half a dozen, for $39. Crazy. Apparently the chickens that lay these really deep chocolate brown color eggs have very thick shells, and they're not prolific egg layers, so that's what makes them not rare, but the chickens themselves aren't rare, but that's what makes the eggs that's so expensive. So there's a whole bunch of recipes and information. 99% of what we heard today we already knew. But that's because it was, you know, we've had chickens now for a little while. Dr. Michael Dare, he is a professor at University of Connecticut College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. So he has provided a whole bunch of links, information, checklist, and some of this was geared towards people who are new to chicken keeping, poultry keeping. There's I think I may have shown you the Yukon College of Agriculture when we drove by, because it's one exit away from our house. Actually, it's really nearby. And then the other thing I wanted to show you before I wrap up for the day, I got an email from Geocasting for Cutthroat Kitchen with Alton Brown. Yeah. And Polly screeched when I told him about it. I'm like, I'm not a professional chef. I can't apply for this. Although I'm really tempted to. So I think that's going to be it for me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I know it was kind of brief today because I had a couple of things to wrap up for work. And then after I logged off of work, I went upstairs briefly to take a little micro nap and set the alarm a few minutes before we had to be at the poultry presentation. The roads are icy slick. It's like a ice skating rink, and I didn't even know if they were going to still have it, but I did call and they had it. It was interesting. I mean, we stayed the whole time. We were there for 2.5 hours. So it kept our attention. The guy was funny because he cracked jokes like Polly usually does. So, yeah, that's it for me for today. Tomorrow is supposed to be 46 degrees. I'm going to do my best to scrape up some of the icy patches on the sidewalks, and hopefully all those icicles will be gone because, oh, those just impalement things scare the bejesus out of me. So don't forget the thumbs up. It's free for you and it helps me out. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for watching.